south, east, and the what? And the west. And here is the center of the earth. And Earth surface, we have many countries. And have in mind that every country must have its both longitude and what? And the latitude. Where you are sitting, looking at me, that place also has what we call both longitude and what? And the latitude. Now, what are longitudes and what are latitudes? So longitudes are imaginary lines drawn from North Pole to the South Pole. That is, imaginary lines drawn from North Pole to the South Pole. I say, imaginary line drawn from North Pole to the South Pole. Imaginary line drawn from North Pole to the South Pole. All these are what? Are longitude. Why? Because they are imaginary lines, and they are drawn from North Pole to the what? To the South Pole. So imaginary line drawn from North Pole to the South Pole. I say. So all these are what? Are longitudes. And if you look at these longitudes, you will see that some longitudes, the angular position is east, while some, the angular position is what? Is west. Okay? We cannot locate any point with only longitude. So, like I said, every point must have both longitude and what? And the latitude. Let's see, what are latitudes? So latitudes are drawn from east to west, or you can also say from west to what? To east. As you can see, these lines, we call them what? We call them latitudes. Can you see? We call them latitudes. So this is what we call Earth surface. As you can see, with this now, we have many countries. That's where we are having Nigeria is there. Nigeria is there, Ghana is there, Togo is there. All countries are here. Is that clear? Don't forget, as you can see, we can refer to this one as globe as well. Is that clear now? And you must have seen this if you have been geography. Of course, your geography teacher must have brought this to class for you to see. So this indicates Earth. Is that clear? And on Earth surface, we have all the countries on this Earth surface. Now, let me now go to what longitudes. Now, what is the definition of longitudes? Please, I want you to write, okay? These are imaginary lines. Imaginary angular position can either be east or west. So when they ask you the meaning of longitudes, you should know that longitudes are imaginary lines drawn from North Pole to the what? To the South Pole. But their angular position can either be what? East or what? Or west. What do I mean? When you see a question and you are given like 120-degree east, what is that? Is it a latitude or longitude? 120-degree east, you should know according to the definition, said the angular position can either be what? East or what? Or west. So anytime you see in the question that they are talking about either east or west, you should know that that one is what? Is longitude. And when you are drawing it, it will be from north. Okay, if you should look at it, longitudes, they are drawn from north to what? To the south pole. Take note of that. So I believe you are through with this. I want to now draw longitudes on the board for you so that you will see longitudes. So please quickly write. Is that clear? Longitudes now. So we have Earth surface, and you have north, south, east, and what? And west. Please ensure that you are using compass. Okay? Ensure you are using what? Using compass. Exactly now. Okay. Now please don't draw on me, but use a pair of compasses and use pencil. Now, what it is, if you should ask something like this, can you see? Who can tell me this imaginary line is what? You should know it is what? It is longitude. And what is the angular position of this imaginary line? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now the angular position of this is what? Is east, exactly now. So if I should have another one from north pole to the south pole, it's also what? Longitude. And what is the angular position of this one? It is what? It is west. So have to remind that longitudes are imaginary line drawn from north pole to the what? To the south pole. But the angular position can either be what? East or west. Take note of that. Now, what is another thing you know about longitude? Exactly, because there are two things here. We have longitudes and then latitudes. And let me not say something again. Look at this longitude and latitudes. These are the two parts in which aeroplanes are what? Are following. Of course, when we talk about by road, we have many parts by road. Of course, we have the Akala Express Road, we have the Baguio Road, and there are so many roads in that line. But when we talk about by air, there are two parts there in which the plane are following. And what are those two parts? These are the parts we are talking about now. Longitudes and what? And the latitudes. Of course, let me ask you this question, of course. Oh, you can't see me. Okay, fine. I believe you can see me clearly now. Like I said, there are two parts in which aeroplanes are what? Are following. What are those two parts? These are the two parts, longitude and the what? And the latitude. But which part is the faster part? Of course, you want to travel from Nigeria to what? To Ghana. Which part would you like to follow? Of course, you cannot dictate for all these pilots, all the air company, they know the part that is very fast. And that is the part they will want their pilots to definitely what? Follow. And which part is the faster part? We are going to be knowing that later as the class is going on. Okay, let us come back to this. We have known now that longitudes are imaginary lines that are drawn from the north pole to the what? To the south pole. But the angular position can either be what? East or what? Or west. Then take note of this. Please, write. All longitudes are great circle. All longitudes are great circle. Please, you have to take note of that because all these things are the things that will help us in calculation. Exactly now. All longitudes are what? Are great circle. Why do we call longitudes great circle? Why? Because we call them great circle because they are the center of the earth. Please take note of that. Because they are the center of the earth, that's why we call them great circle. For instance, let us look at this. If I have this longitude, which the angular position is what? Is west. Then by the time I complete it to form a circle, you will see that when I complete that longitude to form a circle, it has the center of what? Of the earth. Can you see that now? So that's why we refer to all longitudes as great circle. Exactly. There are two types of circle here. We have great circle and we have small circle. And don't forget, this topic is trying to open our eye to know those parts in which aeroplanes are what? Are following. Like I said, there are two parts that planes are following. And what are those two parts? Longitudes and what? And the latitude. Then which part is the faster part? So I'm going to tell you that one later. Now let's see, as we said, longitudes are great circle because they have the center of the earth. Another thing you need to take note is this. Is that clear? That longitude 0 degree is known as prime meridian. Prime what? Prime meridian or Greenwich what? Meridian. Prime meridian or Greenwich what? Meridian. So talking about longitude 0 degree, we call it what? Prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. We then ask all this in exam. Nobody will ask all this in exam. But you just need to know the meaning of what? Longitudes and what? And the latitudes. Is that clear now? And you know that longitudes are what? Gray circle. Take note of that. Longitudes are gray circle. And why do we call them gray circle? You know that because they are the center of the what? Of the earth. Take note of that. Now that we know what longitudes are, so let us now look at latitudes also. Let us look at latitudes. What are latitudes? What are latitudes? Of course, if you have Earth, let me say, and you have your 4 cardinal points, north, south, east, and the west. Here is the center of the earth. Let me see, when you draw something from west to the what? To the east, let me see, it is what? It is latitude. If I draw another one, it's still what? It's still latitude. But when you look at these 2 latitudes, the angular position is what? It's north. I hope you're getting that. When I draw something like this here, it's what? It's latitude. But what is the angular position of this latitude? It is south, as you can see. So now if I draw another one like this, it's still what? It's still latitude. But what is the name of this? We are going to be looking at that. Now let's see. All these things are latitudes. Let us complete them now and see the one that we also have the center of the what? Of the earth. So don't forget, any imaginary line that has the center of the earth, we call that great circle. Is there any great circle in these latitudes? Let's see. By the time you complete there, when you complete the first one, you can see where the center of the earth is. So it has formed a circle and it does not have any center of the earth. So let's complete this one too. This one also has formed a circle and does not have any center of the earth. But this one, can you say, when you complete it, you see that it forms a what? A circle, but it has the center of the earth. It's just like you have divided this earth into 2 equal parts. You have orange and you cut it into 2 equal parts. That is what we have here. So, and anyone that has the center of the earth, what do we call it? Of course, this is known as latitude what? 0 degree. And is known as what? Equator. Okay? So when you talk about equator is the only latitude that has the center of the earth. Is that clear? And because it has the center of the earth, we can refer to the equator as a great circle. Don't forget, great circle has its own formula. You can be seeing or hearing that I've been talking about great circle. We have great circle and we have small circle. Great circles have the center of the earth. Is that clear? Why small circle? They don't have the center of the earth. Now this is great circle and it has the center of the earth. Because it has the center of the earth, we use big radius. Can you see that now? But this one, latitude, okay, it does not have the center of the earth. It cannot create its own center, call it C. So when you join from the center to that circumference now, because it does not have the center of the earth, we use more R. Can you see that now? Also this one too, preset, and then use more R. So now we can only use big R when we see that that imaginary line is having the center of the earth. So we use big R now, only in longitudes and what? In equator. Class, listen once again. We use big R in our formula where you have only longitude or you have what? Equator. But small R, we use it only what? Parallel of what? Of latitudes. We are going to be getting it better as we are going on. Is that clear? Now, what is now the meaning of what? Of latitudes. Is that clear? Note, latitudes are imaginary lines. Imaginary lines drawn from the east to the south, but their angular, position can either be north or south. Please take note of that. So now, when you are given 50 degree east to west, from the east to west. Thank you very much. But the angular position can either be what, north or south. I really appreciate that, which means you are following. So don't forget, once again, that latitude 0 degree north, latitude 0 degree is known as, what do we call latitude 0 degree? We call it what? Equator. Equator, which is the only what? Gray circle. And note again, all latitudes except okay, except all latitudes except equator are small circle because they have no center of the earth. So now talking about a gray circle, have in mind, longitudes are gray circle. Equator also is a gray circle. We're talking about small circle. Latitudes are what? Are small circle. Is that clear now? And gray circle, we use big radius for them. While small circle, we use small r for them. Take note of that. And what's the meaning of big R? Of course, I'm going to be telling you that later. What's the meaning of small r we are using? You will get to know that later. I believe you've written everything on the board. So you've seen that. When they talk about longitudes, you know what longitudes are. When they talk about latitude, you know what latitudes are. And you can see the way we are drawing our latitudes. Is that clear now? And you've seen the way we draw our what? Longitudes as well. Is that clear? So when you are given latitudes, this is the way you are going to draw it. And the angular position you are given will determine where you are going to have it. Either it is north or what? Or south. Is that clear now? So when you are given 66 degree north, it means it is what? It is latitude. How? Because you can see 66 degree north, telling you that the position is what? Is north. Right. So I hope you are following now. But when you are given 130 degree, I want somebody to tell me now. Let me ask you this question, class. Okay, when you have 130 degree east, and you have 65 degrees south. Look at this two. Which one is the what? Is the longitude, and which one is the latitude? Is it the first one or second one? First one is what? If you know it, just send your answer to me. Which one is the longitude and which one is the latitude? The first one is what, class? Is it latitude or longitude? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, yes. Longitude, correct, correct. Which means you are following. What about the second one? Is it longitude or latitude? Is it longitude or latitude? Okay, correct. I like that. So which means you are following. Once again, there are two parts we have on Earth's surface that our planes are following. So our plane can either follow longitude part or it follows what? Or they follow what? Latitude part. Is that clear? But in case you don't know, the faster part between the two. Who can tell me? Let me ask you this question. Which one is the faster part between this? Okay, when you maintain the same speed, the pilot now want to maintain speed. Which part is the faster part? Okay, Richard said longitude. Precious also said longitude. So which means you have got it. Fine, I like that. Now, let us now go on. We have known the meaning of longitude. We have known the meaning of latitude. Is that clear? So, let's see. Okay, the next thing we need to know about this is how to be locating. Somebody asked, can you explain that? Which one is faster? Okay, the faster part, of course, is longitude. And every air company, they always want their plane to follow the what? The longitude part. Why? Because they know it is very fast. Is that clear? Recently, there was a time two people were actually arguing about, oh, when I travel, it was 12 hours from Nigeria to what? Canada. The second one also was saying it was 14 hours and I was there. Of course, the two of them are right. It may be the path the plane follow. So if the plane follow the what? Longitude path, they will definitely get to Canada faster, earlier than the what? By following the latitude path. The only thing that can make the air company to direct their pilots to follow the what? The latitude path, if they discover that the weather is not conducive by following the what? Longitude path. The cloud is much. Then they cannot instruct them that they should follow the what? The latitude path. Well, we are going to see that in our example. Of course, we are going to see that in our example. Our example will prove that. So you will now see either it's what? Longitude or what? Or latitude that is the faster part. Of course, we have many questions like that in the series. That they will first ask along the latitude part, and the second one along the what? Longitude part. When you now see the two answers, you will see that the latitude is what? Is farther than the what? Than the longitude. That is the answer you are going to have. When you calculate the distance between 2 points by following the latitude part, you will see it's going to be greater, more than the answer you are going to have by calculating it along the what? Longitude part. Well, you are going to see that. Now, let's see. Another thing you need to know is how to be locating points on the air surface. Don't forget, like I said, every point must have both what? Longitude and then latitude. Is that clear now? And you know what longitudes are? So please, all this is just the introduction, okay? So don't miss the next class. That's where we are going to now look at many examples. Is that clear? We are going to see many questions on what? On longitude and latitude. Join immediately. Please don't go away so that you will not miss anything in what we are doing here today. Okay? Now let's see. Location of points on air surface. Of course, many students don't know how to locate points on air surface. I don't know how to locate points on air survey. That was the reason I have to teach you what latitudes are and what longitudes are, so that you will know this is longitude, this is what latitude. Location of points on Earth what? Earth surface. So if you have known how to locate points on Earth survey, it means you don't have any problem again as far as this what topic is concerned. Is that clear? But if you don't still know how to locate point, please try to know how to locate point now. Now locate, let me call these examples. Example 1 says locate the following point on Earth surface. So you want to locate Abuja, number 1. You want to locate Abuja, which is A, and we have latitude 52 degree north and longitude 103 degree what? West. And let me tell you again, please take note of this. In case you want to say a question, have in mind that the higher degree for what? For latitude is what? Is 90 degree. Is what? Is 90 degree. While longitude is what? Is 180 degree. Of course, you can't set question and say, oh, latitude what? Latitude 106 degree north. In fact, they will look at it that which is this person? Because the higher degree you can have, talking about what? Latitude is what? 90 degree. Take note of that. While longitude is what? Is 180 degree. Of course, they can ask you that in the exam, but in case you two you want to set question, so that you will not just go and set rubbish, and people will just be looking at you. Who is this person giving us 130 degree, talking about what? Latitude. Please take note of that. Okay, yes. Now we want to locate latitude. A, the two says we should locate, okay, Lagos, or latitude 73 degrees.